on top of the bank, not inside the bank.
Yeah.
The real bank manager doesn't even know that this thing is happening. That's how they play with your mind. Yeah.
And make sure that wherever you book, there's no Congolese people.
Yeah, other Congolese, they know him. He was running away from the people who know him. they know him.
Got me rolling with the twins, getting contact with the twins.
Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Two Wins therapy session. My name is Sidiso.
I am a Sidiso.
And together we are the T-Twins on the Two Wins Healing House.
Session.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah. I just saw a comment now because there is a video that's just went up. So coming here, I saw this comment when somebody says on Podcast and Chill, they were just giving us the strategy. You can read the voice notes about the members.
Okay.
Subscribers who are members.
Yes.
So I'm thinking we should do that.
Oh, okay.
Our lovely members, because at the moment we have 9 members. Our lovely members, please send us the voice notes. You have our number. Yeah, you all have our number.
Yeah.
So we're going to read your voice notes here on the next video.
Read or listen.
Oh, not. We're going to play
the voice notes.
Yeah, play your voice notes.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you want your voice note, if you want to send us a voice note and for us to play it here, join membership. So we'll be able to play it here. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is. I like it. Yeah.
Yo, guys, I was watching this documentary, on Netflix. I don't know if some of you guys have watched it, but you should go watch it, guys. It's called Con Mom. Yeah, because it just took me back to 2022 where they released that documentary. The Twitter swindler.
Tinder.
Or Tinder.
Yeah.
We keep saying Twitter. Tinder swindler. So this one is the mother right now. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. I did. You know, the reason why I could catch it early or it's a scam is because something like that happened recently.
Is it?
Yeah, like the way, like going to the hotels, paying, people saying, I'm the daughter or the son of so and so. Yeah, someone who's very close to me almost got scammed that very same way. Yes. Yeah, it's the same strategy. But I told you.
I get it. I get what you're talking about. So, when a scam like that comes, guys, because let me try to explain a bit, but I'll be spoiling it for you, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So this guy has
He's 45
years old. He recently got married because they narrate this story together with his wife. Of him, at the end of the documentary, I found out that they had actually separated, which is very sad. Yeah. So they're a good family, they love one another so much. And this guy, how Musheba, is like, I was confused. Is he black? Asian, what's happened? Because he's not white, but the wife is white, like fully white.
He's black, isn't he black?
No, but then the mother is Asian.
I think the father is black, isn't the father?
Maybe the father is black because you don't see anything white about him. Yeah, because now that the mother is Asian,
he's British.
Yes, he's British. They live in London. Yes. So 45 years of his life, he has never met his mother. He doesn't know who his mother is. He was raised by his dad, but his dad, it was a no-go conversation. He didn't want to talk about his mother at all. So he grew up, having that void. I wonder who my mother is. Will I ever get to meet her? So now, he even says that his father also wasn't a nice person.
Yes.
Because he grew up in the family where there was a lot of alcohol abuse. Because he says at the age of 14 or 15, they have a fallout. That was the final one. Yeah. So now he's a chef, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And it seems like he's quite
he's
famous.
Doing well.
He's
doing
well.
He's one of those well-known chefs in London.
Yes.
The best.
Yeah. But he's not rich. He's like ordinary person. Yeah. So him and his wife now, during lockdown, they are bored. Everybody's bored. What can we do? Things are closed and all. And then they start thinking, maybe we should look for your mom. Let's go out and try to do a research and find out who your mother is, because we don't know if this person is alive or not. Since they knew the names, so they searched everywhere, but they couldn't find her. At that time where they actually forgotten about the whole idea of looking for her, one of those days, they received this email, and then they keep saying, we wish we never received that email. And when they received this email, is this person who says, oh, I'm your mother, I'm so and so, formerly known as this.
Yeah.
This woman's name is Dion. I'll never forget Dion. So Dion, because the son's name is Graham.
Yeah.
They get hold of him. Lena, wow, is this real? Is this a scam? Like, what is it that's going to guarantee me, this is real, my mother? And she is even suggesting, no, I'll come wherever you at. I will come. And then she comes. She flies in. She even books a hotel nearby. It's an expensive hotel, guys. They go there to meet her. And she's a very bubbly lady who's in the 80s.
Yeah.
But
very bubbly.
And she's fun. She's full of life.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're happy to. And now it's a Habashlaisa because they documented everything when they were with her. They would take videos, take pictures and everything. So it's like she used to communicate, got a voice note.
Yes.
Because every time they would play the voice note when she was saying this, even her voice, she's a very happy person. And then she starts telling them, no, Mina, I'm the daughter of this the king, like the royal family or
in Bahrain.
Yes, because it's one of the richest families in the whole world, guys. Yeah. And then she says, I'm the illegitimate child.
Yeah.
So I'm not like well known.
Yeah, because when I research and find out.
Yeah. So I'm the hidden child, you know. But they still support me financially. Like they give me money, and also I have businesses all over the world, in Africa, in Asia, because I think she's originally from Malaysia. Because most of the things were in Malaysia. I do these things where I help people. Like she's got proof. She shows them, this is what I do. And then this guy was like, what? All these 45 years, I have a mother who is so wealthy. Like filthy rich. And then she says, you know what? I'm about to die. Not a story, so I'm about to die.
But I didn't suspect anything because she's old.
Yeah, but she says I've got terminal illness, like I've got cancer. She's got 3 types of cancer. Yeah, 3 types of cancer. There's no way that I'll survive. The doctors have already told me that I've got 6 months. 6 months to clean this guy. 6 months to survive. So this guy is thinking also, I haven't known my mother for 45 years.
Yeah, so if someone tells you that they have only 6 months to survive and you had just met them, it means you're going to do everything they want you to do. You want to make them happy. Yeah.
Yes, like all the memories, build the memories and everything, because you're going to give them the best of their last days. And then the wife says, now I look at him and then, now he's becoming a child. I'm like, my husband now is being a child. What's going on?
Yeah, that guy was behaving like a child. Remember, they were taking a lot of videos.
Yes. He was behaving so childish.
Yeah.
Because you're meeting your mother for the first time. And remember, even
they will take those kind of, videos as if he's 7 years old.
Yeah. But then you get it, Sidi. So he has never been a child before. So he's excited. So now this woman also, she's entertaining everything. And then they say that, but then she moved, after a week, she moved to the next. She says they say she was hotel hopping. And it's all this very expensive hotel. And she drinks a lot of champagne. Lena, I got some, like my suspicion
got cancer.
Someone who's got cancer, who's about to die. But she drinks a lot of champagne for this. You know, who ordered it was expensive. Everything was all about like top of the range, everything. And I live on they're relaxed because she pays. She says and but then there came a point where she will say, oh, you know what, I want to leave everything. Or it happens that the wife, I think, was pregnant at that time when they met her. Then the wife is giving birth. She goes to the hospital. So this woman, the first day when the concentration now is on the wife and the newborn baby, she starts with her stance. Yeah, that's when she says, she sends a video where she's like miserable in the bedroom. You know, I'm about to die. I'm gonna die all alone. So she's like, oh, this guy is feeling guilty now.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom, what do I do? Now there is a newborn baby. My wife just gave birth. Now there's this lady who's about to die. I haven't seen her in 45 years. What's gonna happen? Like, he was confused. What should I do? Then he decides, well, maybe you should leave the hotel. Come live with us. Yeah. So it's him, it's the baby, it's the wife, but together. It's a bad idea, but now they are together there. That's when she started mistreating the wife. Yes, because she wanted all attention to be on her, and then she wanted to like to brainwash this guy. I focus so we are not fair. And I know I get to like like I saw another incident. He said I 7 before. I'm like, but I know how it's gonna end. This has happened before. When the wife said she will be mean to me and very nasty. And then when she turns to the husband, she's this nice woman who's everything. She's even saying nice things about the wife, so that the wife is gonna be difficult for her to go and say, but your mom is like this. Yeah, because in front of him, he's all things nice. So this is something that I know, but I don't know how to. I can't remember where I know it from, but I know that. So now. Hey, the last one was when she said, was it before Christmas? When she said, I want to surprise you, I want to buy you a car.
Yeah. She bought them cars.
Yes.
Why she started with the son.
The son.
They went to Land Rover.
Hey.
Yeah.
And choose. Like, choose must get it. Ma, I will be so.
Because this guy says, okay, he had a car, right? But it wasn't,
one of those
glamorous cars. And this woman says, no, you have to
deserve.
Yeah, you deserve this.
You know who your mother is.
Yeah. And then, but she didn't buy it cash.
They were not aware that it was not bought cash. You were bought cash.
Yeah.
But people say, what's the cash?
No.
What's the cash?
They were well aware because she even mentioned that I'm gonna pay it for over a period. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm the one who missed it there.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah, because
cash. No, she was paying.
Because I remember this guy, Graham said, I even asked this assistant, the salesperson, do you know this lady? And then the salesperson said, of course I know her. And not long time ago, she came here and she bought 2 of our expensive cars. So how? Why was she buying? This lady, she was not in their area. She was somewhere in Malaysia. But now when she arrives, she seems to be popular in this area. What's going on there?
Yeah, because people scammers these days, especially like the high profile scammers, they've got a team.
Yeah,
it's not just one person.
Yes,
so everywhere they take you, there's someone there at yeah.
Almost every person you meet in the world is a scam, or he's been used. He works for a scam. But this one, I know this person works here. There is no way, because it's still coming, guys. At the bank in Switzerland.
Yes.
So now she buys these cars, and then the salesperson guarantees them. This is a very wealthy woman. She just bought 2 of our expensive cars. Now they relax. They let the guard down. Oh no, okay. Which one into Zake? Because
what
receptionist, these people, they know her. Yeah, she looks like a very popular. So when they are thinking, maybe she's well known because of her, royal blood, and her wealth all over. As she says, she helps people everywhere. Now she says, no, I want to leave all my inheritance to you, but the problem is all my money now is with the Bank of Swiss. We have to go to Switzerland. You know, they go to the top bank in Switzerland. The wife even says, you know what, I felt relieved when they left because I wanted my peace.
She was already exhausted.
She was exhausted. I wanted my peace. Let them go. They go, and she said it was gonna be only 4 days.
Yes.
You need to sign because they say she's constantly on the call with her lawyer, and it's a lawyer and who?
And a private banker.
And a private banker.
Yeah.
Yes. The person who's going to allocate everything. The chelete tsa bona, hi man. They go to Switzerland. Have a fihla man little top-notch hotel. Yes. And once I revetse motho na gore motho o patetse ha ngwe fela ho no so ntse o patala yena.
Yeah, that's the
Lo
thing.
putilo.
You even the one that I'm going to tell you about. The person didn't tell me. At this point, I was the one now.
Remember now, I asked you who's been paying.
I kept on asking.
I kept on asking because the payment.
And then again, I'm already feeling worried. This is a scare, but I'm scared to put pressure.
Because what if I'm fumbling the bag?
Yeah.
What if I'm fumbling the bag?
This person is gonna blame me.
Hey.
And again, besides that, I don't want them to feel, you know, yeah. Hey, this thing is coming.
You know how I discourage the scammers.
Yeah.
I've told myself for my whole life, if I'm not sure what's going on here, I will never offer to pay, or I will never agree to pay until whatever that you're saying you're bringing to me, because sometimes some people are like just cheap scammers, just like when I sansan we metsore, hi. But he has already started.
Yeah, he has already started. By paying the bill.
They just want you to pay the bill, to pay for the hotel, pay transport. That's how they scam you. So retract from such things because you are getting scammed there. And you know how the scam works. It doesn't just work with the physical. It works in the mind. Yeah, in the mentally mind. As well. Because now you are like,
even if you haven't spent anything. For the fact that Olana Hana would reach at some point. It's traumatic.
It's traumatic.
That's trauma. Don't take it for granted.
And then you also kind of, because you have started, you have seen something. Hey, ngati spend 20,000. But you puma 20 million. Hi, anyway, let me go. This is nothing. I've already spent this. Make sure you spent nothing. They should know when you come with nothing, my sister. You are the one who has got nothing. That's all. So
this one. And then I'm gonna come to this one.
Who gets off the way? But because my mind, I think my mind is somehow corrupt because I'm always thinking of the scams. Hello.
And the way we don't stress a cat in that time. What's that?
It was science. I've got questions. I've got the right questions.
Okay. I also know these are right questions, but I feel like you are stressing
me. You better be stressed, my sister. You better be stressed because you know less will help you at the end of the day.
And the reason why we don't stress at all because I'm not the one in control.
No.
Now I have to pass the message and convince. And one of the way you are putting it to me, like it's like I can send you to talk to this person directly. You know,
because now I'm straight to the point.
Yeah, you are straight to the point.
It's like because because this person has presented himself or herself as a very important person who's the one who's about to bail you out of all your situations. You get me? So how? Out of all the people, what my luck. So you know,
and they keep on saying that you are so lucky. You know, out of all the people, I decided to trust you.
Yeah, I trust you. Yeah. So Dion Lena Bakita Switzerland. If Graham decides to bring his childhood friend from Switzerland to, hey, come and witness this with me. I found my mother. The friend also says, I found he was happy. So you are scared to, you know, he's in the bubble.
Yes.
So you know, you can't just bubble you pop the bubble. You don't want to pop the bubble for this person because he's in that space. So now hey, you are a very negative person. But I rather be that negative person. I rather be labeled negative. But then to the people that I love who are close to me, I will tell you the truth. I think this is the scam. Negative, but at the end of the day, it will save you. My negativity will save you.
Yeah.
So, give I don't see good things anymore. Because it doesn't just end here, it goes extra. Even Linton said, so now he puts out how about from him, have a Switzerland, the friend comes and says, yo, they're happy. Here's the lady who eats expensive food. Champagne is flowing. Why puts out now how? My friend, your life is about to change. Because this woman says, you are my only child, actually.
Yes.
Everything, I'm going to leave it to you. And I'm talking about billions and billions of money. Then the following day, she books an appointment with the banker. He says one of the top banks in Switzerland. When they get there, it's after hours. When it says after hours, the bank manager was there. They even went to a private room there at the bank to discuss this thing. They went extra after hours. Guess what? My negative mind says the fact that they had to do it privately is the scam. And then the other person wouldn't think that way.
Yes, the other person would think, no,
this is such an important person. He's an important person.
Same as this one that I'm going to tell you about.
Whoa,
there was a point.
They close the whole bank for you to service you with the bank manager. Firstly, even the bank manager is also in it. But this is not the bank manager. It's an act. When I'm phoning the bank manager, you will see when I get there, these people will do.
So how do they access
the building?
The building. Yeah, but these people, maybe there's someone who works in there, but leave the keys with me.
On top of the bank, not inside the bank. The real bank manager doesn't even know that this thing is happening. That's how they play with your mind. So you are in it, guys. She goes there, and these people, the papers are there. She's about to sign. When he's about to sign, now they are saying, no. Because we're waiting for the lawyers. They are going to come. They will be slightly excused. I'm about to sign. The money is about. So the only thing that's missing is for the money to go. The money to go in.
And it gets to a point where you are just now waiting
for the money. It's just a matter of the click and then the money is negative because the money is the money comes in cash. I will not accept because I will still thinking the money is fake. I'm always expecting. Even if you see it, it's here in the bank account. You're thinking, what if tomorrow I wake up and it's not there? I want to take that money and move it to another account. That's me when it comes to such things. So now, guys, the guy is excited. My mother is a very important person, even here at the bank now. But very important and all. Hi. Now the thing starts tomorrow morning. My son, will you please pay for this? And when she says he must pay for the food, she still orders very expensive things.
Remember, these people, the first time they are ordering, it's them who are paying. So they create that thing. They are used to this kind of expensive food and champagnes and all of that. So so now that it's me who's paying, downgrade.
So you want to match
the standard.
To match their standard. So now I think they were supposed to be there for 4 days. it became 2 months, and he left a newborn baby and a wife back at home.
Yeah.
So the wife is becoming miserable.
And the wife noticed the money going out of their joint account. This guy moved the money from the joint account to his account. She asked him, what's going on? I know it's for her.
Yeah, we're just doing this quickly and all. So the wife started being suspicious. So what's going on here? And then she started doing her own research.
Research. The moment someone starts talking about money, I start with the research. I don't even wait. Research.
But then the suspicion was that, in the beginning was that maybe this is not the real money. But I look at them, but by just looking at them, they look alike. They're identical, guys. Like you can't even question it. This is the mother.
Yeah.
So now, the money starts coming out. Now the guy is the one who's under pressure, is the one who's paying. To the point whereby now they had to go back. No, it was Christmas time. He didn't want him to go back to his wife and a child. No. The baby and the wife, they're back at home. Like this is the first Christmas as being parents.
So imagine.
But you saying, I can't go back to my family. Everything that this guy does is for this woman. Every time I'm an old woman, I'm about to die. I'm a sick old woman, I'm about to die. That's the statement. Always she's saying that. So every time she says that, and you're like, oh, poor old sick woman, I have to do this. The friend on the side.
Yes.
You know what? I want to give you money. How much do you want? And then the friend was like, oh, maybe 10,000 in about. No! I want to give you 3.5 million. Then the friend was, you just want to give me 3.5 million. And I was like, no, don't worry. I'm a very wealthy woman. And then he decided.
They went to check the houses.
I want to buy you a house.
Yeah, to a friend.
He wants to buy a house to a friend of his son.
Yeah.
Guys, that's how generous she is. So they want to check the houses. Scammers work, right? They've got time. They will make sure.
Time, those people.
If you are the project, you are the project.
Yeah.
They leave for you. And they go all out. They check these houses. This guy says, no, that was a very expensive house. Beautiful. Then I look at it and I said, I can't
saw
accept
that one of those houses, it looked like Edwin Sodi's house.
Hey, my goodness. And the guy says, I won't be able to maintain this house. Even if you buy it, I won't be. And then she says, no. From that 3.5 million, I'll actually give you 7 million now. And the guy was like, no, I still... No, I don't know whether he said he accepted or not. But I think the following day, when the son was out...
Went to the bathroom.
He says, please don't tell my son, but can you give me money? And $dollars, can you give me this kind of money? Maybe for my 50,000 or something like that. And then the guy was like, but don't tell my son. My son will be very disappointed. I'm unable to transfer money because of COVID.
Every time she was saying because of COVID,
I can't transfer money from my account. But I have a lot of money, but I can't transfer it. And she loves money. When I'm the pictures, yeah, that's the scam tendencies. So the guy was suspicious. But Lena, he's afraid to pop this bubble.
Yeah, he can't bust
this
the bubble.
Woman is a scam. Then at some point, the wife phoned the friend. What do you think of this person? Then aloud, this is too good to be true.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. This is too good to be true. This person wants to buy me a house. The son, but she wants me to give her money. Some point, guys, they came across some couple, white guy
and a Chinese woman.
Yeah.
And then started calling them my son. Even that one. When someone starts calling you, my son,
I think you are like
my daughter. I take you like my daughter. The scam is coming.
Guys,
the scam.
I
look out for those words. Those words. Someone you just met calling you. You are my son. You are my daughter.
I don't know. Maybe I don't have too much love. Sometimes I question myself when it comes to that. You know, when people who don't know me and they start, it's like people that you meet randomly and then they start calling you choma. I don't get it. I don't feel, but I'm not your friend. Why are you calling me choma? Like we just met now. I'm too original when it comes to such things.
We're too
I want to love you. I want you to be my friend. For me to call you friend, I want you to be my friend. Like just saying, hey, choma, hi, you know. Yeah, you are my real son. You're my daughter. You're my daughter. I wouldn't feel like
I'm so scared of those words. Immediately, someone starts saying, "You are my daughter." Even call you when they text you, "Hey, daughter, this and this and this is a scam."
This is how they manipulate you. And you know where it works. For people who don't have, I'm so sorry, but then it does happen.
Yeah.
You know, for people who grew up not having parents. If you didn't have your real, or maybe you didn't have a good relationship with your parents, where you know, my father will come and say my daughter, or my mother will say my daughter, you fall for such things.
Yeah.
Because for you, it registered, it triggers something in you.
Yes.
Oh, somebody calling me, sir. But for us people who grew up, our parents being here, I know who's my mother, I know who's my father. Like, I can't play that.
It's very sad and it's very emotional, but now I've seen it. It's just like the only child. You know, it's nice. There are so many benefits of being the only child. Of which sometimes when I look at my husband, I don't have these qualities because I was not the only child. I can't talk to myself. You know, I can't make decisions. It's so difficult for me to decide on my own. I still need to get someone's opinion. I can't. Guys, in life, there's some things that you need to be selfish. You know, how say my hair, my baby, my baby. I can't do that because I grew up with siblings. So when you are the only child, you can do that.
Yeah, it's yours.
Like, you can do that, and I don't blame people who do that. If I know these people, they were the only child in their family. Those kind of things. You can go and buy clothes without feeling guilt. Guys, before I buy clothes, but if you grew up only the only child, you just do those things. And it's nice. Even standing up for yourself. Even standing up for yourself, I'm going to stand up for yourself. Nothing shakes you when you are the only child. And then again, there's
and
the negatives.
How to approach life for you know, I'm on my own, like
nobody's gonna blame me.
You can still call someone, your sister or your brother, but when you have always been the only one,
So there's also the negatives. When you grew up being the only child, anyone can manipulate. If someone comes and says, I feel like you are my brother, and they start calling you, my brother this, my brother that, and then they start acting about for some kind of sibling love. There's a possibility of a scam there. Even the relatives, I'm not even talking about the strangers. Even your own relatives can do that to you. If
my mom is still like that.
Imagine at her age.
My mom is a pensioner. She's old, but she still falls for those tricks. So you are my sister. Yo. That person loves me like her own sister. Look at her.
So what does that
person? My mom fall for such things, Luna. Maufika lana uti, hi, wena ngwane so hantle. Hi, ke bona ngwane so. Utlwa go mo treats atsa ke ngwane so go tlile go ke ngwane oh shame nake. Noaka. Yeah, it's really sad. So she buys love. She buys love. You know this person who buys love. My mom buys love, guys. So
and you don't know when you are the only child, you don't know, you kind of don't know the genuine love.
You don't know genuine love.
You can't differentiate.
You can't differentiate.
Yeah. So now someone who has 3 siblings and also a twin. like, guys, it's so simple for me to see when people are fake.
Yeah.
So I'm married to someone.
When they are bullshitting you.
I'm married to someone who grew up without parents, without siblings. So I can tell when people are bullshitting him, but it's so difficult because, and again, it's just like the scam. That bubble, you know, usofa we best negative. So imagine when you are the wife,
his emotions and his feelings at that time, he is really attached to that. So now, when you are this person, you don't want peace for him because you want problems. But you're trying to show him, but this is not genuine. But then he wants to the feeling. So when you are removing this feeling, but you can see this is not gonna end well.
Yes. Yeah. Because some of the relationships I even like detach myself from them because I don't want to see. I don't want to see it because okay, when he talks about those people, he kind of feels it, vibe so but ke mo ratela hobane ke motho a kgonang ho read a mind wa ka quickly lena he refrains from talking about those people so banne ba mo scam kwana mali ba le ba ke sabone I think it's better that way.
It's better that way.
I remove myself from that situation because na ke tlo tla ka
negativity guys you know one thing I can never be manipulated guy Ki love. Guys, I know how love feels. I know how love looks like. I know how love looks like. You know, sometimes we grew up in a very loving family. Like we are loving, we love one another so much. As much as we have so much conflicts, like we will fight here and there. Conflicts, arguments, here and there, but we love one another. We know, even when they are quiet, they are not talking to me right now, but they are thinking about me. Like, I know love. I know love. You can never come and say, "Hey, love." I keep populate love. I keep populate. Right? So it makes us very selective and difficult people to be around because we know when we are being manipulated.
Yes.
First sentence, when you are manipulated, I know.
This is
bullshit. And I hate bullshit. Yeah.
So our mom, because sometimes we fight with her for trying to tell her, this person doesn't love you. Imagine fighting with someone for trying to tell them more. That person, and you know wanna love.
They wanna love. And he comes from very loving. Like our family, like our family is my father's family. My father's family, his siblings and how he grew up. It's exactly how we are. So I fell along. Because so that guy, the mother, but you wouldn't suspect.
She will even love when you introduce her to someone. Because you remember this other guy that I kind of dated. Was that a good thing?
Lion. Oh yes.
So like it wasn't like a real relationship. You know, one of those things. But you know, when you are still young, and then you tell your mom, the way my mom loved that guy. I feel like he's my son.
I feel like he's my son. Like you don't know this person.
So after years, my mom is visiting me, and we go to the salon. This guy is in the salon. He's there, you know, looking in the mirror so I can see him. Now I'm just telling her, next. I'm excited. Hey, what's the
sometimes you told her about this relationship. When I know that person was bullshitting me, you have left that relationship. And as I know, like you, even that waka la murat. Because
no, I don't
how
think so.
It sounds like she was a no-nonsense kind of a lady. O re be nula gona handle ntatwa ka go re ba be jwalo. Ho ga ka nnete. Jwen o so mo betsitse ka mothunyane e mong a itseng. So tswile o yena ke go mona gore ke bullshit. O so tswile o yena motho eno mme ka sa botsa e kwa sa wena bo.
Batho ba blame
wena bo. Ke gola motho e ke be ke mo sheba ke woman. That man was full of bullshit. Luna ka mkholisa gating batho nna ntona luna ka mkholisa gating batho wena o ba o gata motho mo le mo.
Even if you can tell her about the scam, someone trying to scam you, not even the relationships or what, like the scams. Wa mo jwetsa. She's very positive. So what happened? No, that was the scam. She will still come after a week. I'll put so haso mutwe.
And then nang kwatela na sa putso na mutho ke mutho ke hlalane le ha sa mputsa mutho la gere keng ha so re le thoke o no atla re go ke kwate ya kwata manje kwata ke
you my mom.
Why you asking me about this person? Even why me no ke mo jwetsa ka motho.
And you regret
because now she's the one who's hurting me.
Yes.
So like guys, you wouldn't think that you're an old lady who's 8 years old would actually have time to manage. My old people, old people are very manipulative.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, but I'm old now. You see now. Hey, I'm about to die. But I'm about to die. Type. Hi. So now this lady, if she's about to die, champagne and I yo. And she doesn't look like she's very worried. And she's sick because the friend said, your mom is sick. She's about to die. And he says, yeah. Now she says she's left with few weeks now. You know, she's kicking the basket. The bucket. Like, some more. The friend says, but she looks like she's healthier than all of us. Of which indeed she looked healthy. Yeah. Just that she was on a wheelchair. But even the wheelchair, we are not sure if I think the wheelchair was also a scam. Now she has met this couple here, the Chinese lady and the white guy. They are saying that they are into films.
Yeah.
Yes. Now they are in this project. What do you do? And then she says the first time she saw this Chinese lady, she was like, what do you do? Then she tells her, my husband is into film and we do this. I support her. And she's like, no, I'm going to fund your project.
Yeah.
I'm going to fund you. They sat down, the meeting. She pulls out the papers. She even signs. I can know she's fake. She doesn't care. People who are like that, they can just sign, like that person.
Yeah, that one.
He pastor now. He says he was sponsoring us.
Yeah, he signed.
Leonard was the same kind of a scam because he appeared as if he's the one who's rich. Your scammer is always the richer one.
Yes.
He's richer when
and the other thing, I've figured it out about scammers. Most of them, they pretend to speak poor English
and to have some kind of disability.
Disability and poor English.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they even call you and say, I chose you because you speak good English. So I don't want to be
smart.
Yeah, I don't want to be manipulated or I don't know. I want to understand everything. When you are here, I know I'm safe because you speak good English. Yeah. So
the signature doesn't matter, guys. But then what we were waiting was for the money to say, ding, ding, no money. Instead of the money coming, you are the one who's giving out the money. So now, look nice, look nice, hey guys. This guy and then the friend.
The investor. She said she's going to be the biggest. This guy's biggest investor.
Yeah. So now she started making them the project.
Yeah.
Now they're paying for her bills. They even take her shopping.
Shopping.
She says, "Oh, I love this coat. Oh, it looks good on me." And then they buy, and then they're also calculating their cents. well, this is our last money. Our last money. But then they are
still waiting for the man.
Now we're just waiting for the money to be in our account because she's giving us millions and millions. But these thousands that we are spending on her, it's nothing. That's how they lose their money. That couple lost their money like that. My daughter. Because the woman even said, besides the money, our money being taken, like I've built that bond with her because I felt like she was my mother, my grandmother or my mother. Will go everywhere because she was even pushing her wheelchair. We'll go to places, do dinners together. And my time and my love. She scammed me my love and my time. Yes, my emotions, everything. So now, she meets this other guy also, the Chinese guy. Ooh,
the Chinese guy. Yeah.
The Chinese guy also. And then at the time, for her to scam that couple a lot, she said to the couple, his son was abusing him.
Yes.
Was abusing her. The son was abusing, because he said Graham was abusing her. He's always taking her money. Graham is always asking for money. You know, how can you do this to your own mother? All you do is to take the money. You don't care for her and all of that. Now they started feeling sorry for her. Well, how can Graham? But she kept saying, don't tell him. Don't tell Graham.
Yeah.
So the Chinese guy also was into, I think, pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceutical.
Yes, because he actually suggested that they do.
You know, the part of the Chinese
chemotherapy.
guy, I didn't get. I was sleeping. Yeah, I was dozing. When watching those parts.
The Chinese guy, I don't know who introduced her to the Chinese guy, but the Chinese guy was into, oh, now we can sponsor your chemo.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I remember.
Yeah, because we want you to come and do your chemo. We can pay for everything and all. And she just said, no,
I don't want it.
I don't want that anymore. I'm about to die and I'm at peace with dying. I've lived my life. It's okay. You just give me the money.
Yeah. Guys.
Yo. That's when, you remember, she went back to London.
Yes.
And when she went back to London, it's when she has just taken the Chinese guy's money. And she was eating this money. And then when she gets to London, Graham thinks, oh, she's got the money again, because now she starts paying here and there. But later on, Graham starts sponsoring again. So he was calculating all the bills, like how much money. She cleaned him out. She cleaned the three of them, the couple and the Chinese guy. She cleaned them like out. And then after a while now, I think they are driving those cars.
Yeah.
At some point, the money for the cars now is coming out of their accounts, They are shocked. What's going on? We thought these cars were gifts and they were paid for. And then she starts saying, no, you see, because I'm still waiting for my money. And they haven't released my money from these places now. You will pay for this. We kept paying for those cars. Remember, these are the people who didn't have those kind of cars. Like they were not ready to pay for. Yeah. So guys, he left them broke. Then she
and
disappeared.
The wife did
the
the research. This woman has been going with different names.
Yeah.
Even date of birth at some point, because she got access of her marriage certificates because she got married 3 times. When she was marrying this other person, she was born in the 40s. And with this other person, she was born in the 50s.
And her father was always a different person.
Every time the father is a different person. Yo, guys.
Yeah. And then she went and researched if indeed she's the illegitimate. No. The one who researched about the family is the Chinese guy.
Yeah.
Because he phoned that family and then said, no, I can't be scammed by someone from such a big family. Let me find out. Then they told him, we don't know that person. There is no one in this family. Sorry, we can't even help you. He was broken.
Yeah, that one was
that
really
guy
broken.
Was broken. So now the wife finds out that no. What did she find out? No. It's when the son decided, okay, let's go and do the DNA test.
Test,
Because in the beginning, they never any DNA
Yeah,
test.
they didn't do any
They
DNA
just clicked
test.
that like that. But there I understand. Lina, I could have fallen for it
Because the person
they
looks
looked
like you.
alike. And then even their behavior somehow was the same. You know that thing of posing for pictures, dancing, videos and all. Because it's some kind of same personality.
Yes.
So you can tell, okay, but one and they are related.
But no. You know, someone, when they want to scam you, they study you. Yeah, they follow you on social media. They ask about you. So they kind of know your behavior. Yeah, so they can, and they can pretend to be like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, guys, the results came back, and this guy Graham says, I was somehow hoping that she's not my mother, because if it's my mother, I'm not gonna take it for it. I'm related to someone like this. Guys, that was the mother. Like 99.9%.
Yeah.
That's the mother. So now what I'm asking myself is, it's possible that this woman knew this guy all along.
Yes.
Yeah, she was just planning for him. And then they found out that she has been arrested so many times. And
from when she was
still very young.
Yeah.
Even before Graham was born.
Yeah.
Because
when she was 13.
When she was 13, because she was still doing the scam. She stole something from the jewelry shop and she got arrested. I think even after Graham was born, that's why the father decided, I'm taking him, and I don't want to hear anything about her. It's because of those scams. And she goes all over different countries. She's in Europe, she's in Asia, she does all these things. And she called
Yeah.
And
There's
this
the Chinese guy. Is it the Chinese guy or the wife? They found out that I don't know who she was owing, and she left. Was it jewelry?
The hotel in Switzerland.
Oh, the hotel. It was the hotel.
Yes. She didn't have money
what
to
did
pay.
she leave?
Her rings. Her
rings,
diamond rings.
diamond
But
rings.
she was always wearing
Yeah.
diamond rings and all. And
Only
they
to
found
find
out
out they are fake.
They're not even real diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, Graham was shattered, because now at this point the wife left with his son. Yeah. So they are not together anymore. He's all alone again. And then he keeps saying, the people who were there for me were my colleagues, and that friend of his from the one that the mother said was going to buy a house for, was really supportive. So it's a very heartbreaking story, Gore. I kept on saying no. I could see the scam, but I kept saying, I hope it's not. Only to find out it is like that. So yeah, guys, we should be careful of scams. Even your own
Scammers
mother
have got time. Even your own mother can scam. The moment they start calling you my daughter, my son, be careful.
But Liana, he could have asked difficult questions from the beginning. For someone who seems like, when someone says, I had nothing, I've been struggling. That's why I left, because I knew that your father was going to give you a good life. But she's rich. She doesn't look like someone who has been struggling, but she just left you like that. And then she pretends you were snatched from her. Lena could have thought, how come my dad didn't want to hear anything about her? Which there is something about her. He was protecting me from her. Yeah. So the love, guys, love will scam you.
Yeah. So
love is the biggest scam.
This scam. Hey. The one that I was telling you about, I can say this person was scammed flight tickets because they had to meet in Cape Town. So he booked a flight and went to Cape Town. So this person is Congolese, right? And he says, I'm going to send my son. Yeah, so, my son is very sensitive. My son doesn't speak good English, but it was making sense because in Congo they don't speak a lot of English. It's French. So, my son has never been to South Africa. All those kind of things. Please take care of my son. Please take care of my son. And then he starts calling him, my son, you are my son.
That's the moment they do that.
Yeah. And then he arrives first. He books accommodation.
Who?
The person who's been scammed. The person who's been scammed. Yeah.
They will make sure. That's why I always
arrive first. You have to arrive first because the deal is on you.
Don't arrive first.
Because sometimes it's not even, of which here, I didn't ask, but I suspect it wasn't even discussed who's going to pay for this accommodation, for everything. Because when it's you go there, you book 2 rooms, because it says you must book 2 rooms, because this person doesn't know anything. And make sure that wherever you book, there's no Congolese people.
Yeah, the other Congolese, they know him. He was running away from the people who know him. They know him. Red flag. I mean, to me, that was going to be a red flag. I'm very much alert. And Eliana, remember, who paid for the flight? Because I'm very sensitive with my money. So these are the people. But we are doing this business with you. But now I don't want to lose anything from the beginning.
Another thing, the reason why I didn't press it on that is because he had other reasons to go to Cape Town. Remember, he's doing business with people in Cape Town. I was like, no, now I'm going to beat 2 bets with one stone. They're good. So I suspect, I know he paid. So the accommodation.
But how can you talk about it now? Because now you're pressing. Who paid?
Accommodation he paid. Because he's the one who's paying. Because no, I don't want my son to be seen. Because this person, he portrays himself as the most important person in everyone knows him in Congo. So people would be shocked seeing, because the son can't go there to the reception, and do like it's like the scammy is doing all the arrangements. Like I'm putting our lives in your hands.
When you feel responsible.
You feel responsible.
Yeah, can be responsible, but the money must be yours.
And then things come. Like, who feel a point? Like, these people are saying they want to invest. Here in South Africa. They even take advantage of the fight.
There's always something.
Things here. We're gonna lose a lot of money if we keep our investments only in here. We need to move, but because that person, I did a research. It's a well-known, a very powerful, and a very dangerous person. So
the one that they are saying,
they are saying
that they are claiming the person.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I want to ask for a video call.
Have you done video call?
Already, I googled the person.
You already know how he looks like.
Every time I come across that person's speech,
you get triggered.
Because I went to all social medias and then I searched for it. So now, algorithm is a bit every time when you go on Facebook, what will appear, the profile will appear. Damn. This person comes, this is the son.
If this kind of a person this caliber wants to do business, there's no way that this person is scamming me, because he's well known. But remember when you guys said that, Linda, I just let my guard down a bit and I said, okay. And then how do you know it's him?
How do you know it's him? Remember, I even called some guy from because I'm doing my own research. Corners. Do you know so and so? And then the guy said, yes, I know him. Do you know his sons? Like the guy, no, I don't know his sons. I fishela mola mo so tabadisa my investment in kai chelete again.
I'm investing in you. I picked you out of all the people. Because this country is not stable. Now we have to. You feel very lucky.
You feel very lucky.
Very blessed.
You feel like that. And not training you like because this person, that person was calling. My son,
it was too much.
That's my son. It was too much.
He wants to play with your emotions in such a way that now he's like, beside the scam, that he's activating this emotion. The son. You should believe this is my father now. I can do everything freely. I'm comfortable. The person who just showed me love, guys. The scam, love. Love is a scam. You don't want someone activate the love thing inside of you. They are gone. Love is dangerous. Inobungozi. Yeah.
At some point, now the monies can't come, there's some hiccups there and there, but then he will have to meet up with some people who can make things go faster. So, but then these people are from Dubai. So because these people they came to the hotel, there was a meeting, so these people,
remember what I remember
the Arabs. That's a Pakistan.
Baba pesa diaparo tsa ma-Arab. Aba fihla moon ba fihla you only to find lento etinayo scam. Uguti you will be scammed by someone who's looking at you. Like the guy, when you go out, the guy who sells sweets there by the corner. They take that guy. So now when are you thinking, you don't know, I get every time you go past there, you don't even look at that guy because you don't take into consideration, okay, we beat that fell. They're gonna use that person. Now this person, when you pass, he's looking at you and yes.
You want
Let's pugu. That's the thing about being scammed by people that you don't know.
It's better to be scammed by someone you know.
Exactly.
Right? Someone you don't know, because it could be someone who sees you every day.
Yeah. Like behind the internet. This scam somewhere internet. Yeah, you thinking, hey, this person, they know you. Yeah, some vitty.
Yeah, so now the Arabs came. Now the Arabs are impatient. They have to leave because
everything has to go faster.
Everything has to go faster. They're even putting pressure, and when they put pressure, because now there's money needed.
Yeah,
something like, how much was it? It started as 600,000. Ya tewa I can't atewa ya 3 what's the moment shall I tewa it's a scam it's a scam and when these people now are being impatient, but we have to go in, he calls the dad, and the dad says, I'll talk to them. They can't do that. I'll talk to them. They should be patient, these people. Already I can see this is the scam.
Yeah, now I was putting my trust in you, At least if she still doesn't see it like me, because I get now I'm asking you difficult questions. I'm looking for the possibilities of scam.
Yeah.
At the same time, when I'm looking for the possibilities of the scam, I'm hoping that when you don't find the scam in it, so that it could be true. Remember, we are all going to benefit in all of this.
All of us.
So now, as much as I'm looking for the scam, but I want you to end up saying, I want you to come back to me and say you were wrong. Yes. So
you see, it helps having a twin.
Yeah.
Because you are not scared to tell me. Because some of the things, it's like but ignore, be positive. But when no. Yeah. So now I remember very well where we were standing when I asked this person who. I just said, I didn't say it's a scam because I have to be sensitive and get I just said, whatever you do, don't use your money. Whatever you do, don't pay even a cent. Guess the answer. Did I tell you? This is the risk I'm willing to take. We are going to die.
Now I had to call my dad. I even called my dad. I think you're going to need to come because we are all going to die of heart attack. Firstly, this person is not going to come out of this because of his ego. Secondly, how are we going to support? The fact that I've always been suspicious of all these things, and then let's say, I feel like you are the only person who can, you need to call. And then my mom Korean.
My mom.
So we tell
You guys are done.
because of the scam, she says you are dying.
Remember, the scam hasn't happened. But I can see the scam is going to happen. I foresee trouble.
And you know the embarrassment. Because I've been scammed, guys. You know, remember
I know
how I felt at that time. I felt like I'm nothing. I felt like I have failed my daughter. I failed everyone around me because of that scam. Because I lost all of my money. And like I was left clean with nothing. And I don't think I actually recovered from that. No. Because from there onwards, I've been struggling because of that scam. And that's why I'm so hypersensitive when it comes to certain things. So, I couldn't picture this person being in that situation. Exactly. Because they're not only ego. Every time, now at least there are people who I can say, yo, kikupa tuso. So now he doesn't have anyone to go to and say, kikupa tuso. Yo,
to talk to.
Yeah. You know? So now I was like, no, this is the end of us. It's
and then end. Again, we know how this person is when he doesn't have money.
Exactly. I don't want to experience him broke. No, not at all. I don't want to have that side of him when he doesn't have money. No, God must always bless him. He must bless him always. This is the person who needs to have money, guys.
I didn't sleep. I was turning and tossing, How am I going to approach this situation now? Oh, come on. But then when you helped me somehow, you really helped, eh?
Yeah, I did.
Maisha is gonna say, I blame you. I told you.
Hey, because how mameli? When I was talking to my dad, my mom and my dad, he said, "Kupalebe phone on liba be kisa rasa." Kiri ya wo bana tsidiso ntho ya hae. Ke mo fetsa mhlao naring. Me antsa wena phone ebe wena ka be ke ga ke batlo ke the thing is I don't even know if she told this person that I know about the situation. So I can't just call and say hey because
I didn't tell him that I told you, but I kind of I think he knows I tell you everything.
So Khalifa ya ka ine tuka
video call.
Video call. I surrender.
It's how video call. Because now no, do the video call. He told the person video call. Guess what? Disappeared.
That's how they are.
He said, before he didn't ask him to do a video call. He tried to video call him, and he realized that his WhatsApp doesn't allow video calls.
Like who doesn't?
I didn't even know there's that option where you just cancel video calls.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't know. I also don't know that. Yeah.
So now I'm thinking this person who was the son. I think he's not the mastermind.
No, he's not. There's another one.
There's another one.
Yeah. Now, okay, the son might be the mastermind, but that one also is being hired to make these phone calls to distract this person. Because I get it. He will phone when they are together. The father phones when these two people are together. They always have backup.
The other thing, because remember the son lives in Congo and he was supposed to go because he's the one who went. The scammy went to pick him up from the airport, arriving from Congo. When he was supposed to leave now, he leaves like.
Who took him to the airport?
I think he was being Ubered.
Let me tell you something. You know, airport he told
that person was. I think he's
from his flat somewhere. These people, they live in, they
Cape
never
Town.
spent a cent. They arranged this meeting in Cape Town because they live in
there,
Cape Town,
yes.
and they don't even have money to come to Joburg.
Yes.
When they found out that this person is in Joburg, they said no, the meeting point is gonna be Cape Town because these Arabs will be. It's everyone around there. They are all from there. They don't even spend a lot of money. Like they just wanted to go and chill at the hotel.
At the hotel,
yeah.
yes. When that was their luxury, that's the scams,
That's
like
scam.
sleeping in the hotel for 2
eating
nights.
this food that
Eating
you're paying
food,
for.
Yeah.
He's not from. He didn't fly anywhere from Congo. He's a Congolese, but who lives here in South Africa.
Yes, exactly.
He's like it's a project for him. If when he's done with this one now, he moves to another one. There's another target coming in. It's still gonna be the same story. And scammers are not even creative.
Let me tell you what happened. The story of going back to Congo. Now we find out he calls. Now I'm so stressed. The father stressed about my son hasn't arrived and his phone is off for a very for a period of like a week. This person keeps on saying that. He keeps on ninning. He's quiet. He's not saying anything. So we are the ones who have to ask him, where is your son?
Where's your son?
Yeah.
Now you are the ones who are worried about the son. And I asked again at the son.
So, can't see what happened. No. He says the son didn't take the flight back to Congo. He took a bus.
Such a rich person. Now Sanka bus.
I'm like, why? Because, they realized because of the fight.
Oh.
Yeah. Now at the airport, there's some issues. So now, I'm also have to be low profile. Actually, my family isn't supposed to be traveling at this time. So bus was going to be the better route. But I hear that the bus broke down somewhere in Angola. Hey! That was too much.
Yeah, now so that story. You feel sorry for this person.
Yes, because at some point, Lena, he was sick. I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well, I'm sick. So you have to say, sorry, man.
It's like being in a relationship. When you meet this guy, and then you think you're starting a relationship, chiki after 2 days, usakule. Kapo mama wa habo sakule. Also na muthu a hlokaetseng. I'm so sorry. Go, they play with your pity. You know what? They play at that emotion. So that one I figured it out long time ago. Once I get into a relationship with you, you need to be strong until nalo enareba mo no. Pity because Lynn, even if something happens and then I just met you, I don't tell you.
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like it's a turn off. Okay, now I'm playing at your messy. Let's clear that. Let's be ourselves at our good. Yeah.
And sometimes they fake it. A lot of men they do that. They fake it. Yeah, this is someone who's coming to love scam you.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks. Someone in his family has passed on. Someone is very sick. Now he's sick. Now how my phone I'm in bed.
Or there is this project that's not going well. Yeah. Now he's stressed. No, I don't work like that.
You must know her.
When
you are a man, you have to be strong,
man.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all for today. Or is there anything you want to say? We didn't ask them to subscribe and watch the ads.
Guys, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. Because there are so many people who watch these videos but they haven't subscribed to their channel. And also share the video wide and broad, and please watch the ads until the end, because that's how we support the channel.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for staying here with us, and we love you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.